Hello everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So if you're new to the series or indeed the channel, my name is Nutbar Chieftain and I bid you a very, very warm welcome. So, quick recap. We have dealt with the Githyanki crash, but that doesn't mean we've killed nearly everyone in it. We killed the Inquisitor, we found out the secret of the artifact. It's actually an astral prism. What that means is it sends us to the astral plane, where we met our guardian, or so she claims to be. We didn't kill her, as was requested by the Inquisitor, which meant he went absolutely livid, and we pretty much murdered most of the crash. We also tried out the infirmary last video, which we did a few videos ago, but we tried it this time without any aid, and it still blew up. We passed all the checks, which is quite important, because if you fail any of the saving throws, you get permanent debuffs, which I believe you can only counteract if you take, if you ingest some more illithid parasites, which I don't really want to do at the moment. But now we are headed into Act 2, finally, for the first time ever for me, actually. We didn't get this far in Paladin playthrough. I'm going to cough. Right, so we're going to head through the mountain pass. We're going to head this way. This is the point of no return for Act 1, as I understand it, so we won't be able to fast travel back to any of our previous points. So it's kind of, it is what it is. We have the Githyanki egg, but we're going to keep it on our position. We had a chat with Lizelle, and I don't think this lady wants to give it to the... What they're trying to do is nature versus nurture, because obviously the Githyanki are violent by nature, and the Society Brilliance, what they want to do is kind of raise it on their own and see if they can nurture the violence out. But well, for one, I don't think that's going to work that way. I think the Githyanki are race bred for violence. But for two, well, Lizelle was quite warm when she was talking about the egg. I think we'll keep it in our possession, because I'm not really... The Githyanki, we're just going to kill it outright, and having it raised by total strangers is better than it has at least one of its own to raise it, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's move on. My god, it's a mess. I think these are the ones we killed, weren't they? Yeah. We'll check anyway. Ghouls. I'm pretty sure this was our carnage. Yeah. Dead Cellars up. So these guys are dropping heavy plate mail armor, which is pretty groovy. That leads back down to where we don't want to go. So we're going to head up this way. Do a quick once around, see if there's anything to pick up. That looks like nowhere we want to go. Although maybe it does. There's a chasm. So yeah, that bridge is a no-go. So we're gonna head this way. It's the thing in there, is it? No. So we're gonna go down this way. I'm going to have a swig of tea. Look at God, yes. A nice hot brew. Fantastic. Been a nice recording session. We're recording now for 2-3 hours, so I'm quite enjoying being back in Baldur's Gate. Started a new job this week, just past, which by the time you see this video, I'll have been in my job probably about 3 weeks, or in my 3rd week anyway. But it's been quite a full week of intensive training. The whole month is going to be like that apparently. So I've not done any. I've done a bit of editing and uploading videos, but I haven't done any recording for a few days, and I'm quite.
That might be worth a look.
Yeah, let's have a look. I'm quite excited to be back doing what I love most, which is recording videos for all of you. So we have a scroll to take thoughts. We've got a ton of pearls. That's money. We should have put that in our wares. Thinking about it. What does the plaque say?
Walk in the way of dawn, for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach.
Interesting. Speaking of Lathander,
there is work to do.
We stole the blood of Lathander last video, which we have given to Shadowheart. This is quite a solid weapon, it turns out. We're quite enjoying that. We've got some balsam, we're going to pick up you. I want to make sure I'm going the right way on the map. So, travel through the mountain path. So one would assume that we are to cross this bridge, no? Yeah, I think we are. Let's do a quick save.
In her name.
Anything goes bad, because it
We've had
might.
some close calls already. There could be even tougher days ahead.
I suspect a weary traveller. Let's get
Cheer up.
Gary.
It might be all downhill from here.
I hope so.
Meaning things will start becoming easier for us? Or our situation will deteriorate from here?
Exactly.
What path lies before me?
I mean, both.
Who there,
Oh, Gandalf.
wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
All right.
May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale?
As a matter of fact, he's resting in camp, yeah.
Ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp?
I would like to know first who it is I'm bringing to see Gale.
Should it be the nature of our acquaintance that interests you, well, you may safely classify Gale and I as friends. Should it be the nature of your present interlocutor that you desire to drag from the dark and unknown, I shall be glad to aid in your quest for illumination and identify myself as Elminster. Elminster Omar. Now, if this answer satisfies you, let us linger no longer in this limbo of indecision, but set course for your camp forthwith.
Oh, go on then.
And I would confirm it to be so. Please, after you. My thanks for your excellent guidance. Ah, and yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name, drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
I suppose we could part with a few other rations.
And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works. If only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, well, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
You were sent as an actual divine messenger.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. And I trust you told your fellow traveler here the nature of your ills.
Well,
I can't say that so far I've volunteered the entire truth.
Do you mean to say you've never bothered to disclose how dangerous you are?
Not in so many words. No.
Then you two have much to discuss after I'll have taken my leave. In short, Gale, through his own doing, has become a living explosive that could wipe from this world this very gathering, and much more besides. For his folly, Mistra forsook him, but now she has decreed he is to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness.
right.
Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
You wouldn't have to know a cure, would you? Some all-powerful parasite withering spell, perhaps?
Alas, the creature that afflicts you, the ill-begotten magic that it weaves, is inextricably conjoined with both the greater purpose and the greater master that it serves. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive.
Of course.
It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Meaning? I won't be the able to know. Gale, alone? How so?
The orb.
Precisely. That which renders him so dangerous is an orb of Netherese origin that is buried within his chest. And that, Gale, is how we arrive at the heart of my directive. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion
Right.
at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
Asked him to kill himself.
He is not. But it seems that Mistra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistrariel Italion thras annas diffra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. to you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
It's a long journey ahead. We'll find another way.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nascent seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
We've got an achievement, repairing the weave, stabilise Gale's and the orb. So that means Gale's not going to blow up. We better speak to him then in that case.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I suppose it's time we dealt with the Hollyphant in the room. You have questions for me? And I promise I have answers.
What's the orb Elminster was talking about?
Ah. Well, that's a rather long and complicated story. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Are you telling me you made love to a goddess?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more.
Yeah.
See, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
How exactly did you try to cross those boundaries?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
I'm intrigued. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite, and his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
I guess you ruled out flowers and chocolates altogether then.
You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough.
Quite.
I'm certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
I'm going to guess it didn't go very well. Yeah.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Go on.
I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. Fortunately, this need no longer be a concern. Not until I meet the heart of the Absolute, whatever that is.
Okay. What's Carla muttering to herself about, I wonder?
What's on your mind?
No, nothing. Alright. Has anyone else got anything to say, I wonder? Let's go see a little dude. Hey, buddy. So let's do our... Let's have a little chat.
Hello. You are not food. You are friend.
You like it here, huh?
Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin coat smells like goblins.
Oh, little dude. Let me come. Everybody approves.
More.
Yes. Thumbs up.
Yes. Fun.
Alright, see you later, little dude. Alright. Okay. Sorry, that's 24 minutes. So I guess we're going to press on. This juncture. We don't need to... Can we not just leave camp and crack on with our adventures? Yeah. We just did have a rest, didn't we? Alright, so that was quite the interlude. I was not expecting that. What's that dead blue jay?
What's in here?
Nothing, it would seem. Let's do a quick save. So we are into the Shadowlands now. Yeah.
Here we go.
You're about to progress your adventure. Make sure to type any loose ends. Alright, let's... Yeah, that didn't work. a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, we know that bit. He also has his romance with the goddess Mistra, and how in his attempt to impress her, he unleashed the orb of highly volatile weave that now buried in his chest. Corrupted as been with the Netherese magic, he's been keeping the orb stable by feeding it to the weave contained in items. Chaos Mentor, the great wizard Elminster, sought him out in order to deliver a message from Mistra herself. She instructs him to find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and destroy it by detonating the orb. Elminster granted Gale a powerful spell in order to do this, and has stabilized the orb. To grant him enough time to find it, this would be a suicide for Gale. We need to learn about this heart and how else it might be defeated. Yeah. So, I don't think we've got anything else to do. Because that path doesn't go anywhere, does it? From what I remember. So I guess, at this point, we are headed into the Shadowlands. Let's go. There's new territory, never been here before. Why are we... Okay, we've just been to camp. What the F? Yeah, sure, what? So... No one else has got anything to say. So I guess we just go to bed. I wonder if there'll be a cutscene now. Yep, looks that way. Hello. Oh.
Tiller Vlaakith, has our queen sent a knight to slay me with his own blade?
Such informality, child. Does Justil Kithrak not command your respect?
Your blade speaks for you, Kithrak. You've come for blood.
Child of Gith, I've not come to kill you. I've come to aid you.
Go on.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Not so as hell. She should take the lead.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
You must be either a fool or a hero to work against your own queen.
A fool stumbles without cause. A hero serves a cause without question. I am neither. Clear of heart, clear of mind, and bound by no master. Now, you must listen. The Prism's tenant can put an end to Vlaakith's tyranny. They must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited.
All right.
All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, Justil Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
Who is the person inside the prison?
If they have not said, they must have good reason. And I won't be the one to betray them.
Alright, he speaks the truth of the Zathisk. You need to trust him. Everybody approves.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles. Yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
We have one of your dragons to fly on? No? Never mind. What about a portal? Can we... Why doesn't Lae'zel... Why can't Lae'zel do that? Well, I guess we'll walk. It's no problem. The Lich Queen's Wrath. Ally with Voss against Githyanki God Queen. Good luck. Right. So that is our... Is Lae'zel going to want to speak about anything? Let's have a quick chat. I think we'll just make this a story episode and we'll probably do the Shadowlands properly next video.
I didn't expect Lae'zel to turn on the Lich Queen so readily. Wonders never cease.
I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
You talk about me, yeah.
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common.
Alright.
Vlaakith Kosivim Chrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on your bad side. What does Ascension entail exactly?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith, in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Voss called Vlaakith a tyrant. Does this mean you agree?
I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
Who is the one in the prism, do you think?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
Really? And if Voss is wrong and his claims are wrong and Vlaakith's are real?
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
That's fair.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Chares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Oh man, this is getting good. I'm not going to dump her right now while the whole world's falling apart. That's a bit harsh. Although I really would like to tap Karlak or she's damn fine. Anyway, let's move on. See what anybody else has to say about all this.
Always at your side.
So we're going to meet Voss in the city, are we? Set the tenant of the prism free? This is all very, I don't know. I like a good caper, but I'd long for a tiny bit of status quo now and again.
Alright, see if you've got anything else to say. There's nobody here. What's what Will has to say? Where is the Stereon and Gale and whatnot?
There's a schism growing among the Githyanki people, and Lae'zel just took one step towards choosing a side.
Alright, you have nothing useful to say. Alright, let's apparently we can only talk to our current party. It's concerning. Alright. Well, let's go to bed. Everybody back at camp now. Yeah, we've got a full party. Alright. I'm going to call this video done. We'll make this a story video. Next video, we shall descend deeper into the Shadowlands. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.